question is, why do adolescents follow trends? Okay, so my personal story. So there was this girl, I met her like when I moved to my new location. And I was like, I didn't know her, so we was like kind of talking, trying to get to know each other. And basically, we started talking about like everything that was happening in the neighborhood. And she basically told me like that she herself was like having sexual intercourse in the back of cars and stuff like that. And it startled me. And so like I asked her why she was doing that or whatever, and she said because like everybody was doing it. And so I was appalled by her response. And that's what made me research this question. So how many of you have ever followed a trend, like social media, clothing, music? The issue is like a lot of people lack originality, and it's like sad because like you should be original, like God made you in your own unique way. So yeah, and like a lot of people are afraid to stand out because like a lot of people are so judgmental, and it like torments other people. Like when you stand out, like people talk about you and stuff like that. But it really shouldn't be that way. And we should always encourage each other to be ourselves and set our own trends instead of following them. And although it may be a natural instinct, like we still should like stand up and have our own mindset. So these are some type of trends. Like this is a sex trend. Like it shows the teenagers that like the birth rate of teenagers, and some teenagers that the percent of unmarried teenagers. And as you can see, like this is going all the way up like that, and the birth rate is high too. So that was shocking. And then this is a social media trend, like trends and clothing, I guess. And I think also advertisements play a big deal in trends also, because like if it's put out there and it's being advertised, then of course then somebody's going to follow it, so or pay attention to it because it's trying to get your attention and it's pulling at you. So yeah. This trend stood out to me because it says like it's basically showing the technology trend, and I think like today we use technology so much, like it's our world, and I really think that we should find our world outside of technology. So I interviewed Susie Poor. She was a high school teacher, and like these were two questions that I asked her, and her responses stood out to me. And her response to the first question was like she was like saying that that individualism is still in flux. So like in your adolescent years, like you still don't know who you are, and that's what you are trying to find out. And it takes strength and a clear mind to be your own self, and that is what the stage of adolescence is for. And then have you ever experienced being teased and talked about for not following a trend? And she said yes, and it has taken her nearly a lifetime to feel comfortable in her own skin. And so, yeah. So my solution is like don't follow trends, make them. And although there's no real solution, like you should always be encouraged to be yourself and set trends and be the trailblazer and just be happy and comfortable as you. Any questions concerning?
Alright. So what do you find to be a way to find your own originality? You know, you said adolescence is how you find it, and so like, what are some things that you think adolescents can do to find it?
Well, personally, I think like you just follow your own first mind. Like if you see something, like, some people just follow trends because they see the crowd going with the crowd. If you feel like that is not right, then speak up and stand up for yourself. And just, like, have your own, you know, personality. You don't have to, you know, stick with it.
Did you ever find yourself following the trend?
Like maybe fashion, but I always had my own mind and spoke up for myself. Another question.
Do I have originality?
That's up to you. You should feel confident in yourself. So that is up to your own discretion. Next question.
Hello. Did you ever like follow a trend that you regret? Like, have you ever like done the ice bucket challenge or something?
Ice bucket challenge. No, I haven't done the ice bucket challenge. Do no cinnamon challenge. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Maybe like videos. I made videos on what's that thing called?
What's that? What's that?
Musically?
Yeah, musically and stuff like that, and Trillers. Yeah, I did that before. But
Like what song?
Oh my God. Check out her music.
like it was like to different songs like Drake, Big Rings, Big Teams. That song, I got a really big team and all that.